So you started a t-shirt company. That's awesome. But what do you do next? How are potential customers going to discover your brand? These days, thanks to social media and the explosion of user-friendly web-based tools, it's easier than ever to set up and successfully market your brand online. In this video, we are sitting down with Wes from Printful to talk about tips for marketing your t-shirt line cheaply and effectively. So Wes, let's start with the most important thing, which is your online web store presence. What type of tips do you have for customers who are just opening up their first online shop?
Well, if you're just now starting out and you're trying to figure out what web store or e-commerce platform to use, definitely pay attention to what needs you do have. Maybe there's certain elements that you're trying to do, like having a email plugin is really important to you. So when you're researching e-commerce platforms, check out and see which ones have plugins for that. Or if you're using like a print-on-demand partner, do they have an integration that you can easily work with there?
So what type of online platforms would you recommend to people opening an online web store?
There's really great resources out there now. Shopify, for example, Squarespace is another big player in the game. There's also what are called marketplaces. So those I consider standalone stores. So that's where you would tell your customer to go to mystore.com and it's just your store. But there's also what's called a marketplace. And that's where your customer is going to this other company and then finding your product there. So that sometimes is a good place to start if you are brand new and you don't really have an audience.
For small brands who are just starting out, email marketing is often overlooked. But what are some tips you could give them in order to optimize their sales through this channel?
Yeah, it is often overlooked and it's really unfortunate because the return of investment is like huge. It's like $44 for every $1 spent. And then if you think about the fact that so much email marketing can be done for free, it's like just free money that people are missing out on there. You can grow your email list very easily these days. You have to remember that you should always be giving something of value back to someone. So if they're trusting you with their email address, you should also give them something in return.
And then what are a few email platforms that you'd recommend to customers to use?
There's a lot of great ones out there like MailChimp, Constant Contact is another one that lots of people know of. Klaviyo is another one that's really great. And most of these do have free plans. So you definitely can get in there and start working on it, seeing if it's right for you, if it's going to be a good match. Definitely get on Instagram because that's such a visual spot for you. So if you are trying to grow your Instagram account or your followers on Facebook, you can use paid ads to get yourself in front of these people just to let them know about your brand. They might actually like that more than just being sold a product. When you're selling yourself and your company, that might be a little bit more of a genuine way to connect with people.
How would you do paid advertising on a budget?
Yeah, so I have like a little bit of a hack insider trading stuff for you as far as this goes. There is a thing called social proofing and it's very like real. So if you start an ad from scratch, right? You're not gonna have any likes in it, there's not gonna be any comments, and now you're paying money to show it to your audience. And if that's here in the States, like that can be pretty expensive. It can be like 10 cents a click or whatever it is for the moment. So what you can actually do if you're running ads on Facebook, Instagram, you can look up and see what countries actually are cheaper to run an ad in first to do likes. So for example, I did an ad one time and I first ran it in India where the click rate was like 0.005 cents a like. So I ran it there first, like overnight, woke up in the morning, had a couple of thousand likes and comments on the post, and then I turned around and ran the ad in the US. So now for the first time as it's going through US, I now have a couple of thousand likes and I got so many more likes and comments and visits to my website because of that.
What about boosted posts?
Boosted posts are great for if you have like announcements or special anything going on because the algorithms on Facebook, Instagram, once you have your followers, they only show it to like a very small, like crazy small percentage of the people that follow it. So you do have to do boosted posts. So I definitely want to say anytime it's like a special holiday or you're running a sale or there's like an exciting new launch of a new product you want to make sure people know about, you definitely want to be boosting that post.
So for everyone watching this video, what are the action items that they should start today?
Right, so the very first thing I would say is to just go through your website right now, click on all your links, check out your checkout because when you start doing your marketing, you don't want to get people there and now they can't even buy the product. So just make sure all your links work, your carts work. The second one I would say is to start your mailing list like today. There's no reason like to wait on that anymore. It's only going to help you. The longer you have a mailing list, the bigger it gets, and it's only going to help you as you start getting to like the end of the year holidays. And the third one is go ahead and start your social media. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and start your Instagram, Facebook accounts, connect them, and go ahead and make your first post.
The digital world can be overwhelming without any guidance, but we hope these tips were a great starting point for you to increase your brand awareness in the online space. After watching this video, which platform are you going to work on the most to increase your sales? Email, social media, your online web store? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.